Morning. Ready to head out?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Water! Hear my call! Spread! Radiant warrior! Pierce evil! Freeze! I never miss!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Going in!
Ready and rare! Erosive Fury! Try this! Erosive Fury!
By the power of water!
Sword Rain Alpha! You picked the wrong fight! Here
Here's
I
a
come!
healing art!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Any injuries?
In a bind?
Supernova! Rage! Going in now. Searing tempest! I will! Flare tornado! There! And again! I'm only getting started! Going in! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Piercing roar! I never miss!
Make it rain! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Right, here
Let
goes!
me help.
Sword Rain Alpha flame inside me! Yours to be let
Denied!
free!
Lightning orb!
Lunarondo!
Escape my judgment!
Stardust! Lunarondo!
Ray!
Take this! Ignite!
Instant!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Blazing storm!
No escape!
This one's
Sword
mine!
Rain Alpha!
Lightning
Here,
orb!
let me help.
Appreciate the help! Get out of this!
Glacial
Thunderblade! Illuminated!
Rain Alpha!
Magic is hand! Holy
Sword Rain Alpha!
Ice tornado! Now! Astral energy! Full throttle! about right to me. Get lost!
Swordblade Alpha!
Now you see what I can do!
Mega Ray! Arrow Squall!
Orochi Fury!
An instant! Mega Ray! Lunar Arc! Eat dirt! Raging Cascade! Going in! Fresh! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Time to burn! Explode! And again! Briefly sharpening! I'm only getting started!
Dragon Swarm!
Rolling Storm!
Swordblade Alpha!
You're a strong in pain.
This one's mine! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! I feel sprightlier than before. Out of my way!
Here I come!
I owe you one.
Here I go!
Time to
Here
shine!
I go!
This one's mine!
Take this!
How about this?
Swordblade Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp!
Orochi Fury!
Gemini
Take
Alpha!
this! It's over!
Mega Ray! Lightning Orb! Going in!
You're mine!
Illuminate the dark! Magic
Swordblade
Attack!
Alpha! Thanks!
Holy Land!
Swordblade Alpha! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Make your break! Nicely done.
No choice! I'm not done!
Hurricane Down! You're on!
Can't get out of this!
Swordblade Alpha!
Hurricane Strike!
Brendan Flash! Orochi Fury! Try this! Explosive Ray!
Where are you going? This is it! Time to shine!
Dragon Swarm! Thanks! Orochi Fury!
Well then, let's keep moving. Lost!
Ignite!
Fire on my watch!
Now you see what I can do!
Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A freezing storm!
Dragon Swarm!
Dazzling spin!
Orochi Fury!
Swordblade
Alpha!
Far enough! Do it!
Dragon Swarm!
One of
Now or never.
Don't get careless. We should be able to cook here.
Everything's going pretty well so far.
Is that? Yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
The thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then...
Please wake up, Shion! Come back to us! I'm alone. Alone? I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Alphen!
She thinks we left her all alone. She can't see us or hear us. All of this, it's because I pulled away from you. Because I couldn't hold on to you. Shion. But you're not alone anymore. Law's here. And Rinwell too. Kisara. And Dohaling. And so am I. Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it. Shion.
Alphen! How many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
There's no more time for us to rest.
Let us finish this. I entrust this blade to you once more.
Let's go! Bull Run is waiting. I'll see you again tomorrow. All right, guys. Ready to go?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
No choice. Go right to Bora!
The enemy wields our speed.
You'll soon see about that.
I owe you one.
This one's mine. Here, let me help.
Sorry, but this fight ends here.
Now, Asuna!
Right.
This is the power of the blazing sword!
The enemy wields Arc too.
We'll soon see about that! Do it!
Going in! To be let free! Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon
Do it! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
I won't forgive you!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here goes! Flare tornado! Thunder blade! One illuminate the dark! Magic is am! Holy land! Not in your dreams! Where are you going? Wind Astral Energy! Go! Mega Ray! Here's your mind! Ready to go! Illuminate the dark!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here, let me help. First aid! Vanquish darkness! Glacial fear! Yes,
Mirage!
Here, let me help.
Guardian Field!
Sword Rain Alpha!
The
I'm
power!
ready to go! Magic is there! Holy land! Here's a hero! First aid!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
We've come for you, Volron!
Did you really come all this way? Just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard! He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest?
My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you. What the hell's that supposed to mean? A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life of your body myself. So all this, kidnapping Shield, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power takes upon you.
I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, Bull Run, and free those you've enslaved!
Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas.
Well, I look forward to disappointing you.
Here, let me help. First aid! Air thrust!
Sword Lane
I can do
Alpha!
this all day!
Take it! You're mine!
Elusive
Sword Lane Alpha!
Here, let me help.
Can you take it?
First aid!
Come on!
Lunar corruption!
Elusive deity!
Thunder field! Power of water! Dance in the wind! Never miss!
Resonate with the
Here.
earth!
Still
Sword Lane Alpha!
Lunar corruption on my watch! Gemini Aqua!
Strike! Air Factor!
Thunder field!
Rending Blast!
Here's a hero! Permanent render!
Fool! Entertain me! Pathetic. Fool! He just won't stay still! You can draw his attention. I'll pin him down. Can't get out of this!
Yours to be let free!
Let me help! First aid!
Elusive deity!
Ignite!
Now for some
Sword Lane Alpha!
Here!
My reach is even wider!
Saving this one!
Nothing gets my reach!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Resonate with the earth!
How about some of this? Confiscated!
It's over!
Let me help!
Sword Lane Alpha! Rending now!
This!
Did we get him?
Freezing
He's
storm.
open! Let's go! Begin!
Elusive
Freezing
I'm
storm.
ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Is that it?
May a thousand
Begin.
sails carry you
Sword
away!
Lane Alpha!
What's he planning?
Leave the ensnaring to me.
This looks bad! We've got to stop him!
To me!
First aid! Thunder field! Photon illumination!
No further! Once
Here's
more.
the healing art!
Resonate with the earth! Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just yet.
Ice on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either!
Illuminate the
Take
air!
this.
Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Try harder!
I'm all soaked up!
Far enough.
This one's all mine!
Flame of Stern! May a thousand gales tear you to shreds!
No further!
Here's a healing art!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Begin!
You're mine!
Not illuminate the sun! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
I have no
Radiant
limits!
light!
Ray!
Force of
Sword Lane
regeneration!
Alpha!
Sorry.
But this fight ends here! Go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right! Here's a healing art! Photon
The enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that!
Now this is enjoyable.
Annihilation!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Being interrupted!
I never miss!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
I'll be saving this way!
Take this!
Ice tornado!
Try harder!
Here goes! Not on my watch! By the power of water!
To be seen!
Can you take it? Freeze.
In a bind?
Here's a
Take
healing
this
art!
there. Just like that.
I owe you one.
Raging storm!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Glorious Horizon! Magna Ray! Annihilation! Magna Ray!
Finish! In an instant! Impact block! Got him!
It's all over. Vol Run. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's...
How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign.
What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign.
That's why you're after me, isn't it?
There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength.
Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin?
Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination.
We never asked to rule. No one did.
What do I care? Your wants. You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alpin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants.
Only
Can you take it? Eric! Stop! Unleash lightning! Take this! You're finished! Try harder! Unleash lightning! Take it! I got it right here!
Not on my watch!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning orb!
Can't get here!
Holy land! I'll bring you back from death.
Unleash lightning from beyond!
Here, let me help.
vanquished soul
with love
resuscitation!
You
bleeded!
Light after instant!
Elusive deity!
I never miss!
Unleash lightning!
Shine!
Sword Rain light!
Force of regeneration!
Regenerate!
Raging cascade! Escape my judgment! I'll be saving this
Sword
way!
Rain Alpha! Unleash lightning!
Raging
Elusive deity! Burn!
Shine!
Can't move!
I couldn't make it in time.
Generation!
Ready to go!
He who prepares is free from regret.
Shine!
All
Radiant light! Force of
Constantine!
regeneration!
Not done
Regenerate!
yet!
Gale Force!
You
Lightning
power!
Great Lightning! Flame of Fury!
Here I come!
Water! Hear my call! Spread! Healing! I'll be saving
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hear the healing arm! Magic is there!
From
Ready to
me!
go!
Try harder!
Hear my call! Here goes!
Unleash lightning!
Forward up!
Being interrupted!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll face you!
All
On your knees!
Arch Steel!
Unleash lightning!
Divine Strength! Annihilation! Vanquish Darkness! Do
Sword
it!
Rain Alpha!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There's
Know
a
your
healing arm.
place! Take this! Can you take it?
First
It's
aid.
over!
Kneel
Before your sovereign! Rotate fury! Can you take it? Here!
He's about to attack! Gifts! We need to stop him!
Where are you going?
Proof of all others shall be banished!
Here's a healing arm!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Burn in hell!
Glacial Clear! Here's
In a
evil!
vine?
Powered up!
Honor won't save you!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this? Explosive ring!
Here goes! Great healing arm!
Die already!
None shall
Negative
escape my
generation.
judgment!
On your knees!
I'll destroy you!
Air pressure!
Another incantation.
Illuminate the dark!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Holy quiver! Holy land!
Radiant light!
Die already! Sword Rain Alpha!
He who prepares
New leaf on life!
Resonate with these! Take this!
Ignite!
On your
Blade now! Here's a healing arm!
Rotate fury!
More with action!
You're mine!
Primed and ready! Air thrust!
Resonate
Where are
with the
you
earth.
going? Photon blast!
Can't get out of
This
sight!
shall be the ruler of
Here,
all
healing arm!
things!
Denied! Can't be squirrel!
Move it!
Armor won't save you!
Sword Rain Alpha!
light!
Bow before me!
Regeneration!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Try harder!
It's on! Take this!
Here's a healing arm! He's too fast to keep up with! Then we'll take him together! Rinwell, follow my lead! Okay!
I'll provide cover.
Regenerate!
Here I come! Rotate fury! Die
Here's a
already!
healing arm!
Negative gate! In a vine?
Kneel before your sovereign! Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth!
Run!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
are next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Shion's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Shion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
What do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
つも君と待ち続けた季節は何も言わず通り過ぎた雨はこの街に降り注ぐ少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける君の声が今も胸に響くよそれは愛がさまよう限り君は少し泣いたあの時見えなかった
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds.
Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The present and the past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting.
I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right, got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are you...
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Or at any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was... different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelagian half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight. But instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelagian are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well...
Hey. Pardon me?
what the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. You must think we're just Danans from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourself.
Resonate with the Alpha! Try this!
I got it!
Explosive ring!
Gale Force!
Raging
Cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Back out!
Rotating pile drive! yourself finished!
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dopaline.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
This might be some decent equipment.
Thing that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Finally made it.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renins tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Geneth Heros is unlike Menencia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renins here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered, and it was the Renans! The Renans were the ones who did it! They killed us! Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing! How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
Think about it. Thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want...
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes, and yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just... don't be too hard on yourself, okay? No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives. I know
know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Yes.
What?
Hmm?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Hmm?
Good.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
What's with that shining foe over there?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Power of water! I'll take no further!
Raging storm!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Confiscated!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here, let me help.
Thanks, Sheila.
Be careful not to overdo it.
One's up. Actually, that sounds more appropriate.
Let's talking more doing.
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? Best not to give me any idea.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't tricky.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Luna Rongo! Luna! Take this!
You have such an incredible technique.
Brute force is nothing without elegance.
I don't know if I'd say nothing.
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
Trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Way.
You're mine! Totally Alpha! Not today! Dragon Swarm! Try this! Explosive Ring!
Pierce evil!
Can you take it?
Illuminate the storm!
I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Shot!
Well done.
Prepare to be back! Take
Glad
this!
you have your uses.
I'm ready! I'll show you how useful I can be!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh! Glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
There! Illuminate the dark! Metal ray! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Scorch them! Light hazard! Illuminate the dark! Holy lamp! That's my cue! Scorch them!
Shut him down!
New melody! I'm only getting started!
Shine! Radiant light!
Dare you to try!
Thanks!
Mega ray! Now! Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
Take
Take this!
Mega ray!
sorry, but this fight ends here!
Now, Asuna!
Right! There! Leave the charge to me! Raging storm!
Demon Fang!
Lightning!
I'll say to you.
Lightning! Can't be
Rising water!
Finish
Finish it! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
This could be useful.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Forgive you!
Take this! You picked the wrong
I shall
fight!
ensure you survive this.
One more!
I'll smash you!
Simian pests.
I shall steal you where you stand.
Here's a healing art! Get on it!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renins had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
No choice!
Side hit! Help this! Raging! Confiscated! Sighted! Go! I'm only getting... Sleep
I
now!
can shatter any steel!
Raging lightning!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for
I thought you were going to
truly.
wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
This one will be difficult to predict.
Here I go! Go! Holy Red! Let the marksman handle this!
resonate with the earth!
I can handle it! Illuminate the dark! Holy Red!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Shine! Radiant light!
Reload!
Prepare to be
You fight
seized.
better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Less talking, more doing.
Shine! Radiant light!
Annihilation!
Rising generation! Shine!
Annihilation!
Take
Annihilation!
You're mine! Sonic thrust!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hoped I was improved.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Courteous, aren't you?
Where you go? Primed and ready! Take it!
Can you take it?
Downfall! Lightning! That's really hard! I'm now getting started!
Resonate with the earth!
Fine, three! What if they just stand still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Risking you up with this! Lightning! Downfall!
Rising
No more playing
Stay
nice!
calm. I shall provide assistance.
One more!
Leave the enemy's arc to me.
No complaints here!
Annihilation! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
I'll shoot down any foe that stands in our way.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here.
Go no further!
On your
Searing flame!
Lightning, come one, come all!
Searing flame!
With the earth!
Divine strength!
Take this!
Your wind won't save you from me! As impressive as always.
In an instant! Impact block!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Coming through! Double demon fang! I'll take you all on!
Being interrupted.
Take it! Searing flame!
Allow me
Reload!
to negative
Go!
gate!
It's
Resonate
over!
with the earth!
Searing flame! Where are you going?
Ignite!
Searing tempest! Ignite!
In a bind?
All in order!
Take it! Go!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Reload!
Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Resonate with the earth!
Giant instant!
Demon fang!
There!
Demon fang! Force of
Go!
regeneration!
Searing flame! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Shine! Radiant light! Demon fang! Force of
Illuminate!
regeneration!
Come forth! Holy glimmer!
Regenerate!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really... do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, yep. Well, kind of look the same to me.
Coming through!
Excited! Not in your dreams!
Here I
Searing tempest! Come and face me! Raging tornado! Flawless flight! Graviton field! Ghost raging cascade! Searing flame! Hear me! Flame of fury!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that. The further away, the better. You and I both.
I'm ready!
Let the marksman handle this.
Burn! Onward and upward.
Whoa, this is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
opponent like this should be easy. I'll take you all on.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. On your knees.
Take it. Searing flame. Reload. Searing flame. Reload.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
On your knees. Prepare to be sealed. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. And again. I'm only getting started.
Beckon.
Everlasting darkness. Raging storm.
On your
Searing
knees.
flame. Reload. Where are you going? Now.
There's more where that came from.
Man, I'm famished.
Explosive ray!
Begin!
Illumination dark!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Demon Fang! Double Demon! Finish it! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certain...
Coming through!
Searing flame!
Reload!
Regenerate!
Mega ray! Dance in the wind! Lightning!
Hurricane
Reload!
with the rising speed!
Searing flame! Reload! I'm out of ammo!
Dazzle!
I'm all stopped out!
Never see what I can do!
Denied!
You made quick work of them!
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve.
I hope to see them sometime.
Great!
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak. La,
Yeah, we're getting close.
Right, here goes!
There! Go! I never fit! I'm ready!
Take this!
Hit!
Begin!
Firmament render! Reload!
Dazzle! Rising
Arrow squall! Lightning! Downfall!
Be still!
so weak.
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
Okay, I'll be right as rain in no time. It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Dance in the wind!
Shine! Radiant light! Force
Air
of
drop!
regeneration!
Regenerate! Magic advance!
Allow me to
Holy
help you.
land!
This calls for a celebratory drink. Discourteous, aren't you?
Ignite!
No further!
Searing flame!
Rising over!
On your knees!
Into the shadows! One more!
Resonate with the earth!
Graviton field!
Another I need something.
You need to be healed.
Can you take care of that?
No sooner said than done.
Permanent render!
Let me free you of your power.
Leave the enemy's art to me.
No complaints here!
Time to burn! Holy glimmer! Where you go, this one's mine!
You attack without...
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
That's what I like to hear.
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back, as soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cislodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah. Now we can focus on finding a ship.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. Peace.
I think Hoodle senses something. Do you...
I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from...
Huh?
Why?
Oh yeah? Dohalim.
It'd be bad news if this had something to do with that wedge business.
What I don't get is, why here? What could possibly be out here?
We'll find out for ourselves whether it's coincidence or something more.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Little help! Searing flame! Reload! Lightning!
You have such an incredible technique. I don't know if I'd say nothing.
Over so soon?
An opponent like this
Here
should be
I go.
easy.
And again! Searing flame! Lightning! Downfall! Lightning orb!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Oh, wow!
Oh? A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand. Are we underground? This looks like the inside of some kind of ancient structure.
It seems likely that we're in a Danan temple. Instead of destroyed, it must have been buried and preserved. Either that, or it was constructed underground to begin with.
We've got company!
What the? Are those statues moving?
And attacking! And again! Searing flame! Lightning! In here! Vaguely lightning! Down low! I never miss! How's this? Searing flame! Gravitas field! Sighted! And again! Searing flame! Gravitas field! Searing flame! Reload! Here I go!
They can't get out of this!
Lightning orb!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Get you all tucked away!
Here I go!
You got company!
Is that a healing art? It is. Can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
No more playing nice! Searing flame! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Regenerate! Ignite!
Take it!
Sorry, really. I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if we can't depend on them?
Now!
You're right.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Vanquish
From
darkness!
beyond, imbue this vanquished soul. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light.
Divine Street!
Resuscitation. Shine, radiant light. Force of regeneration.
I
owe you all.
I'm in your death, Dohalim.
Then to know Camille is on you.
Keep going. Now what to make?
Into the shadows!
Shine, radiant light. Force of regeneration. Take this. You picked the wrong fight. Don't suffer. Take this.
You must be tired of feeling death.
I'm merely doing what I can.
I'm only getting
Glad you're on
started.
Negative gate. Resonate with the earth. Commander of Heaven. Phoenix Cyclops. Shine, radiant light. Double Demon Fang. Shine, radiant light.
I'm only
Force of
regeneration.
regeneration.
Blah, blah, blah. That's
Regenerate.
flame. Take that, blah, blah, blah.
Ready to go. Allow me to help you.
Here in flame. Reload.
Elusive deity.
Can't be there.
Driver.
Here in flame. Reload.
On your... I'm ready. Totally. In an instant. Impact block.
What the hell was all that about? Those things didn't even look alive, let alone like Zubals.
They were part of these ruins. But it seems the astral energy changed them somehow. If I had to guess, I'd say there's something bigger lurking within that wants us gone from this place.
Whoever or whatever it is must really value its privacy.
Shine, radiant light.
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really good, Dohalim.
Shine, radiant light.
The fluidity of your movements are simply incredible.
Regenerate, destruction.
Laser spear. Here's the evil. Lightning condemned.
Illusion.
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar. Here's a healing astral energy.
Say no more.
Here's a healing gun.
Demon Fang.
First aid.
Regenerate.
Where are you going? Stay still. Raging cascade.
Thank you, Dohalim.
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let
Stay
on.
away from my friend. Double Demon Fang. Ignite. Vanquished soul with light.
Take that.
Resuscitation.
Magic is out.
Double Demon Fang.
What was I thinking? Sorry.
No. Can't end here. Shine, radiant light.
Resuscitation.
Shine, radiant light.
That's been a smart.
Shine,
None
radiant
shall
light.
escape my judgment.
From beyond.
Illuminate
imbue
the
this
dark.
vanquished
Come forth, holy glitter. Holy land. Lightning. Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Lightning condemned.
Regenerate. No. Can't end here.
It won't end like this. Take care.
In a bind.
Pluto.
I'll take that one. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light. Resuscitation. Resonate with the earth.
I can't.
This is some punishment.
I'll bring you
Try
back from
harder.
death's abyss.
Now. It's over.
Armor won't save you!
Just with the doctor.
Forgive me.
Do it.
Sorry.
But this fight ends here. Go faster. Now, Asuna.
Right. Illuminate the dark.
Resonate with the earth.
Holy
Stalagmite. On your knees. This one's all mine. Air pressure.
Firmament Ranger.
Ignite. Orochi's Fury!
Here's a healing art!
Take this! It's over! Orochi's Fury! Sword Rain Alpha! Sword Rain Alpha!
Resonate with
Dragon Swarm!
Stalagmite!
I can feel the
You're
medicine
mine!
working.
You're finished!
This one's mine!
Are you ready? Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Here's a healing art!
On your knees! Our surge through! It's over!
Here's evil!
Resonate with the earth!
Orochi's Fury!
Here's a healing art!
Try this!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Is this it? I couldn't make it in time.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! From
Dance in the
beyond,
wind!
imbue this
Air
vanquished soul
dance!
with life!
Now
you see what I can do!
Not done yet!
Shine, radiant light! Boost of regeneration!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
In an instant! Impact Block!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid!
Here I come!
Lightning
Sword Rain Alpha! All mine!
Magic is out!
Can you take it?
Sword Rain
Let me
Alpha!
help!
Ignite!
First aid!
No further!
Stay! Just
You're
wait.
mine!
If it's in the
Sword
sky,
Rain
it's
Alpha!
mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Carry it to drag!
Try this!
It's in your hands.
Real pain feels good?
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Shining supernova! Light energy! I can feel the medicine working!
I owe you.
Dance in the wind! Feel!
You'll pay for that!
Stockpile!
Sword Rain Alpha!
From
Dragon
beyond,
Swarm!
imbue this vanquished soul with
Try
life!
this! Stop!
Resuscitation!
Try hard! My turn! Crush!
Shine, radiant
can't
light!
lose. Not in
Boost of
victory.
regeneration! Regenerate!
Sleep
It's
now!
in your hands
I
now.
owe you one.
Hear my
You
call!
escape!
Spread!
No!
Laser
Can't
here!
end here!
Here's evil!